Greetings and welcome, people. Now, you're probably thinking, or you maybe aren't thinking about it, but you're thinking possibly these look like my normal roads. And I said that on Sunday I was going to be going over to East Sussex to meet up with the Triumph Trophy group. And that indeed was the plan. Then I had a notification from the Silver Spitfire Instagram page that the Silver Spitfire was taking off from Goodwood at 1 o'clock this afternoon to take a flight north. Now, I've been watching the Silver Spitfire videos for quite some months now, and I have been wanting to actually see this aircraft in the flesh, as it were, for some time. Now, I've known for a few months now that it's actually based at Goodwood, which is less than 10 miles from me, so it's basically on my doorstep. And I've never been there. Well, I've been to Goodwood, but I've never been to see the place where the Silver Spitfire is located. So that's where I am heading now. I've tried to see if I can postpone the trip to East Sussex till tomorrow, which is Bank Holiday Monday. That may or may not occur. I might meet up with the trophy group folks at another location, to be decided. And I know in my last video, the rather gloomy one about the end of the world, or possible end of the world, I did mention that I had been trying to test a wired in-helmet microphone that didn't work because of the idiot that was trying to set it up. I didn't press record on the recording app. But never mind, I shall get to that. I'm not doing it today either because I just didn't want to faff around with more things than absolutely necessary. But what I am doing today, apart from doing that, is I have a third camera. In fact, if you count the dual dash camera system, I have a fifth camera on the bike. And what I've done is I've mounted it on the passenger grab rail at the back, pointing up at where I think the back of my crash helmet will appear, because I have decided I want to try and find out whether that high level brake light, the extra brake light on the back of my crash helmet, actually does anything, or whether it's just an ornament. So I've got it pointing at the back of my crash helmet, and when I get home I shall review that particular footage. That's if the camera's still there, because I'm not entirely sure that the mount is up to the job, but it's an old camera, and I just got a notification on my phone. It's an older camera, one that used to be on that mirror initially. Oh, great. So, in fact, if it does go missing, I would more mourn the loss of the 32 gig memory card that's in it than the camera itself. So, when we get to the Goodwood aerodrome, I'll show how that's mounted, like I say, if it's still there. So, like I say, I've lived not far from the Goodwood airfield for over 30 years now. In fact, Tangmere is over that direction as well. And I've hardly ever been there. Oop, I didn't reposition my mic. Sorry if I've been spitting and puffing into the mic. Hopefully that's a bit better. But yeah, like I say, all this stuff's on my doorstep and I haven't been. So when this notification for the Silver Spitfire came through, I thought, yes, I've got to at least try. So I did ask on the Instagram page for the Silver Spitfire people whether or where the best place to see the aircraft. In fact, they've got two Spitfires. They've got the Silver Spitfire and they've got one, I think it's a two-seat trainer. The Silver Spitfire is registered as G-ILDA and they call it Girty. And the other one is Gilda. Obviously British aircraft registrations begin with G. So as I say, I have actually been to the Goodwood motor circuit a few times, but only really into the very first part of it. I've not actually been to anything to do with the airfield side. So this will be quite interesting, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I will be able to. I think it's a bit optimistic. I'm hoping I will be able to get a photo of Babe with the one or more of the Spitfires in the background, or even close by. You never know. Like I say, I think I'm being a bit optimistic for that, because I doubt very much whether they want people crowding round the aircraft, touching it, things like that. Well, I certainly wouldn't touch the aircraft anyway. Certainly if the Silver Spitfire is out, that thing is polished aluminium, and I think that shows greasy handprints quite badly, unless they're wiped off straight away. So I wasn't actually going to come this way. I was going to go through Tangmere and out onto the bypass, but the traffic didn't permit it, so we're going this way instead. And at some point I'm going to find a suitable place to temporarily quickly pull over. Of course it would be temporary, because I wouldn't be staying there all the time. What an idiot. To just quickly stop, check that that camera is still there and still running, and also change it so that it's pointing backwards from the back of the bike to get a few backward shots. Maybe compare them to the dashcam footage, the rearward facing dashcam, to see what the difference is. It's still 1080p 30, so it's a fair comparison. So as I say, at the moment I'm not 100% sure what's happening about the meet-up with the trophy group. I don't know whether they're going to be out and about tomorrow and I'll meet up with them somewhere, or whether I head over to where they're camping and meet up with them there and then go out for a ride. To be determined. TBD. I hope people weren't too bummed out by my last video talking about potential end of the world scenarios. It was just something that came to mind after I watched that other video about the asteroid that was not detected until it had gone past us, and thinking, well, there's probably a lot more go past than we realise, and go past quite close. I think over the last, 6 months or so, there's been quite a few videos appearing on the internet about fireballs in the sky with meteorites entering the atmosphere. Some of them quite substantial from the look of the fireball. But I think the main gist of what I was saying was that ain't nothing we can do about it. I think they've got this notion that NASA or somebody will be able to fire nuclear missiles at any asteroid and divert it off course. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that does exist as a technology. Oh, come on, people. Flashing blue lights back there, but I don't think it's going to affect us unless we get held up in traffic along here. Whoa. Edging on my screen's coming off. I'll get a bit further ahead before this ambulance arrives. Nice cracker, Z900. It's strange how even bikes slow down and pull over for ambulances when we're probably already going faster than the ambulance anyway. But it's what you do. You certainly wouldn't want people to hold them up if you were in the back of it, would you? Right, so I think I'm going to find somewhere to check my camera on the back of the bike. And then, so it's still there, which I hope it is. And we shall find somewhere just along here to pull up. I think this will do nicely. And that's how it looks. Just clamped on there. It's still there, so that's good. Just going to turn it round. Don't lose the washer. Get in there. God's sake. There we go. Okay. Right, that should do. And we're just a few minutes away from the Goodwood motor racing circuit and airfield. aerodrome, as they call it. If that camera mounting on the grab rail works out okay, I think I might come up with a more substantial fitting for it. Although, to be honest, I'd quite like the camera to be on the side, down by the foot peg. No, that's the tip, the municipal tip, I think. Yep, don't want to go in there. It's the back of Rolls Royce, I think it's not there. I think it's here. Is this it? Yep. Oh, blimey, if that camera's still there after this, I'll be very surprised. Very surprised indeed. Right, so I've really no idea at the moment where on the airfield location I'm going. That's why I've decided to get there really early. Starting pre-flight checks at 12:30, and it's now 5 past, so hopefully I'll be able to work out where I need to be. And hopefully I'll be able to get Babe situated somewhere where I can get a decent picture. I brought my proper camera with me. It's only a Samsung bridge camera, it's nothing fancy, but it does take fairly decent photographs. Right, well, that was pretty much as advertised. Got to see the Silver Spitfire and the two-seat Spitfire go off. And apparently, according to one of the other spectators, the Silver Spitfire is heading up to Scotland to be placed in a collection. And I hope that means that we won't ever see it fly again. I'd like to think that it will be kept in flying condition and brought out for displays and special occasions. I will apologise in advance for the video of the aircraft. It might be a bit shaky. I was hoping to bring a proper video camera to record the actual departure, but the one I wanted to borrow, which was my son's, I think he's got a problem with it. It might be that it just hasn't been charged for so long that the battery has given up, or it might be that there's actually a fault with the camera itself. So I've had to use the same phone camera that I use for most of my at-home videos, my working on the bike videos and videos at the Mighty Bean Stick table. Whoa! Yeah! Gives my beautiful bike a bit of a blow through there. So yes, I think it might be a little bit jittery and wobbly. And the operation of the zoom might be a little bit jerky. So as I say, I do apologise in advance for that. I keep putting a nice 4K video camera on my Christmas list, but so far Father Christmas hasn't seen fit to oblige. Obviously I have not been a very good boy. I think I'm going to call that the end of this particular little video. Just a simple little watch a couple of Spitfires depart from Goodwood Aerodrome. Going a bit quick there. There you go, Motonosity. There's a daily 100 from me. Except I don't do them daily. And I don't know whether I'll leave that in the video, to be honest. I do not like publicising evidence that can incriminate me. Incriminate me. as I was saying, I think I'll leave it there. Oh, I really wish I wore my normal jacket today. It was quite sunny and warm when I came out this morning, but now it is rather chilly. Anyway, I'll just have to suck it up, as they say, and I'll say thank you for taking a look, and if anything else interesting happens on the way home, I'll include that. But until the next video, I'll just got to say cheerio for now. Bye. Or is it bye for now? Cheerio. Either one, the sentiment is exactly the same.